Is it your first time to India?
Yes, it's my first time. Thanks to the invitation from my friend in Mr. Lim in Korean Embassy, I had this precious chance to meet the astonishing beauty of your country and so many surprising things. I'm very happy to be here.
I heard you interacted with students. How surprised were you to know that they are already aware of your shows?
I've never imagined that kind of picture. So um, there are so many. There was so many huge fans of my drama, and um, some of them greeted me like this "Ut to Young to the U." You know, it's the signature move of Attorney Wu
Oh,
in
yes,
my
yes.
drama.
The between the friend and her.
Yeah, it was very touching and very. I was very grateful.
So, did you get a chance to roam around Delhi or other places?
Yes, I've been to Hyderabad, and I was able to meet some very active Indian producers, and had chance to visit the Ramoji Film Center, Film City. I was speechless. It was the scale and the technical capability was very surprising, and I'm very impressed.
Korean dramas have been a big part of Indian culture now. One day I was traveling with a group of people. Everybody had seen something or the other, and it was surprising to me as well. Different stratas of society, they're all watching. Why do you think the Hallyu wave has become such a big thing in India and other parts of the world, but especially in India?
Um, uh, the Korean society is changing at very rapid paces, and Koreans tend to be very sensitive to the trends, and our creators have to observe closely the global audiences, and maybe that's why global audiences feel Korean content uh, deals with some common interests nowadays, and and feels that Korean content is somewhat cool and trendy now. But especially in India, I still have no idea. Maybe the two countries share some similar history, like painful history as colonialism, or and Indian society is changing very rapidly, and so naturally, the common interests class issue or inequality or the clash between traditional value and modern value. That is the good source of story, and Korean drama and Korean culture has that part in its nature, maybe. So that's why Indian audience love.
Mhm. When you made Extraordinary Attorney Woo, I think it was for the second time in Korean drama that autism has been dealt with such sensitivity. The other one I remember is Good Doctor, if I'm not wrong, and then Attorney Woo. What were the elements that you were scared about in in bringing a protagonist like this? Were you worried that there might be criticism that you're not sensitive enough in portraying a person like Attorney Wu?
Yes, I was very afraid because if we fail to portray everything properly, uh, we could end up hurting the very people we wanted to understand and support. So and yet, even though the character of Attorney Wu is inspired by some real person, and even though we consulted experts of autism spectrum, but many viewers pointed out that this drama is nothing but a fantasy uh, dealing with a very rare phenomenon like genius autism spectrum person. Then I humbly accept that criticism. Uh, and I said before, there were very touching review of a mother who raising uh, her child with on autism spectrum, and she said that I know that this drama is nothing but a fantasy. I know that my child will never become like Woo Young-woo. It's not what I dream of. I dream of is what I dream of is someday my child will meet a boss like Jung Myung-seok. Someday my child will meet a friend like the Spring Sunshine, a lover like Junho. Uh, that's what I dream of. So it the review almost made me cry, and I thought that that part of story doesn't have to be remain uh, a fantasy. It's it the global love for the show uh, shows such a possibility. That's what I.
This is what you seek in your stories, to maybe make a kinder world.
Yes, of course, and then that's why we named the title Doctor Romantic, and we need uh, more romantists than ever, I think. And then the compassion is the compassion for the characters. Every characters, not even for the villains, made the contents more richer, and the audience we make the audience more connect with the story. So and in real world, of course, compassion uh, will make the world more livable.
I remember when this drama became an instant success, there was immediately a talk of probably a season two. And I think a season two is coming. I don't know what all you can tell me about that, but I'm very keen to know that the story moves forward.
I'm very grateful that so many people love the show, and many viewers hoping for the season two. But uh, we we deals with very sensitive themes, so mm, we have to approach the idea with a uh, very great responsibility. And at this time, all I can say is we are discussing it very carefully.
Mhm. So, how did you sort of assemble this group of people?
The cast, when you cast the actors, it's one by one process, and then at some time, at some cases, you can find the right person, and then very easily they can come together. But in some cases, we are having very difficulty to get right person at that role. So in case of Attorney Wu, we have to wait until the right person, right actress come out. Um, Actually, I didn't decide to uh, direct that show until I was wondering that who who on earth can act this role. And then I heard that Park Eun-bin is interested in that role. So maybe that uh, then I can start the job. And then she decided to come, but she was on another show, so we have to wait 1 year until she finishes her former drama. And then it was worth it.
Are you aware of Indian entertainment scene? I hear that Amir Khan is pretty popular. Three Idiots is pretty popular in Korea. But have you been familiar with Indian movies and shows?
There are true fans of Bollywood movies, and they get together and they enjoy the song and dance of the Bollywood movie. But it's not so big yet, not yet. I watched three Indian movies, and Three Idiots, and RRR, and recently White Tiger, and I was very impressed because the three movies are very different and very on the high level of the creativity. And the Three Idiots have the very very good fable with deep wisdom. And the RRR shows some very astonishing imagination and very high level of technology. And White Tiger is very has very sharp social insight. And so I was very impressed, and thanks to the chance Korean embassy gave me this time, I was able to know about the scale and amazing potential of Indian contents to become global. And I think it's a matter of time. Of course, there is very interesting part about the local contents. Um, Actually, I didn't thought the Korean traditional hat like gat and or kimbap and ramen and well, it's just typical Korean food. And Seoul Fortress, the old fortress, it was just everyday landscapes for me until the K-pop Demon Hunters. It changed everything. So mm, in Korean saying, there is a Korean saying that when you love something, you begin to understand it, and once you understand it, you begin to truly see it. It means when global audiences fell in love with certain contents, and they become curious about the culture behind it, and when they are get used to it, they find that they find the charm of the unique traditional culture. It it can happen. So every culture has its own charming traditional assets. So maybe the new wave like Hallyu can happen anywhere in the world.
For you, what is next after? Of course, you're discussing how to take the story forward. This is all you will tell us now. But what else do you want to explore next in your dramas? And will your experiences here somewhere reflect there?
Uh, my next project is called Wonderfuls. It's not wonderfuls, wonderfuls, FOOLs, because it's a story about some losers in small town, and they happen to get a superpower, and they happen to save the world, kind of
I think
thing.
I have seen something about it. Or maybe I
Really,
have read it.
really. Our cast is Park Eun-bin, Tony Woo, and Chao Nu. Uh, and it's very hilarious comedy and has very serious action. So I think it's very enjoyable. Uh, it airs on Netflix May next year on May, and another one project that I'm preparing is called 100 Days of Lies. It's some periodic drama. Uh, it's about the uh, colonial period of Korea, 1930s. It's spy melodrama, and the cast is Kim Yoo Jung. Uh, yes, and it'll be aired at November next year too. Uh, and why not? I'm very impressed. I was very impressed in India, and I went to the Taj Mahal
Oh
and
wow! How is it?
Agra Fort. Oh, very. The scale was astonishing, and when I get closer to the the palace, and I found the details so lovely and so amazing. So they said that it took 20 more years to build it, and I think they were very fast to get the level of detail and the scale. It was amazing. So India is full of imagination, I think, and why not? Some days our creators find something.
Did you get to try the food? Yeah.
Oh, of course, and I tried biryani,
Oh,
biryani
I
Hyderabad. I love that, and all kind of masala. Uh, actually, I've got some weight in 4 days.
how lovely.